What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play with CJ Prospect Profiles. Today we're going to focus in on one of the top prospects for the 2012 NHL Entry Draft, Mikhail Grigorenko of the Quebec Remparts, a right winger. He obviously playing for Patrick Roy up there in Quebec from Khabarovsk, Russia, which we're going to get that up on the map and give you a better idea where that is. 84 points, 57 games, which is outstanding. Obviously, the Q is a high-scoring league. And only 12 PIMs, so probably a Lady Bink candidate down the line. Looks like a Pavel Datsyuk. Big kid, though. 6'2" and 180. Can probably put on about another 20 pounds of muscle that'll come with him. He's still only 17. He hasn't turned 18 till for another 2 months, May 16th, excuse me. So, that's there. The upside's there. He played for Russia in the World Juniors. Had 5 points in 6 games at 17 in a tournament that's predominantly dominated by 18-year-olds. So by 19-year-olds. Excuse me. So, that really speaks volumes about how good this kid is. The Russian factor shouldn't be an issue. The Russian factor, I should say, I wrote it as Russian factor in quotation marks, shouldn't be an issue because he's playing in North America now. You might say that's racist, CJ. Well, no. You've got, speaking of Alexander Radulov, another Quebec Rampart Russian player, guys like that always have the threat to jump back to the KHL. I don't think that's going to be an issue with this kid. I think he wants to play in the National Hockey League and be an elite NHL player for years to come. I don't know. Looking at all these different teams that have really thrown the towel in on the season, like Carolina, be a good fit there with their they've got some good forwards and some great pipeline of young defensemen. Justin Falk, Danny Viega, Ryan Murphy, Jamie McBain, a lot of great young defensemen under the age of 25. That'll be different makers for years to come. If you put him out there, Skinner and Stahl on the power play, he's got great on-ice vision, great awareness. He's incredibly creative with the puck, and I think that's something you really, as a fan, you love to see that. People are gonna try to make he's like a veteran, he's like be all right. Why make that comparison? It's not fair to the kid. Wow. Still, just the numbers jump off the page at me. Last year in the Russian Junior League was one of the best players. World Under 17s back in 2010, 10 points in 6 games. Wow. The numbers speak for themselves, and he goes beyond that. Once you see this kid play with his offensive creativity, he can really help turn a franchise around. Look at all the I talked about it earlier in the Yakupov special. The great Slavic players in this draft, obviously. What do I mean by that? I mean Eastern Europeans. Him and Yakupov are both obviously ethnic Russians. As I talked about, Yakupov's an ethnic Tatar, something like that, Russian. And Galchenyuk is another one. I got my list right here. Another one that's Ukrainian American. So it's a good year for Russian players. Him and Yakupov should be the highest drafted Russians probably since Ovi and Gino back in 04. So that speaks volumes about how far Russian hockey's got all those labels for inconsistencies and all that. And I think you look at the Alex Kovalevs of the world and that kind of that fits. I finally found out where he's from in Russia. It's on right out in Siberia. It's almost on the Chinese border. That's a long way from Quebec. I go without saying, but that's how dedicated the kid is to making it to the National Hockey League. You really can't get much further from Quebec City than somewhere on the Russian-China border in Siberia. Wow, that is far away. I'm sure it's pretty cold out there. It's probably too cold for CJ to enjoy, but hey, it's what it is. I wish nothing but the best to Mr. Grigorenko, and I think he can really help make a franchise, elite. People talk about he'd fit in great with Edmonton. Edmonton needs defensemen. I think Jacob Trouba would be the best fit for Edmonton. But like I said, I think Carolina. I think Yakupov's going to be in Columbus. Carolina would be a good fit for him. Even Montreal. As a matter of fact, that's probably the best fit for him. I think he can really they got some great young forwards. Him, Pacioretty, guys like that. PK Subban on the back end. Carey Price is a stalwart between the pipes. I think Montreal will be a pretty good fit for him. But we'll see what happens. A lot can change between now and June. It's a lot's changed in the last couple months anyway. So That's it. This episode of the Power Play with CJ Prospect Profile on top eligible prospect of the 2012 draft, Mikhail Grigorenko. Stay tuned for more episodes throughout the season. Later, guys.